first thing we need to do is be safe. Disconnect the appliance or turn it off at the breaker to avoid electric shock. Today we're going to be working on a Frigidaire or Electrolux. Model number it's on the display. The problem that we have with this model is that the door lock light is flashing all the time, and I put it on low speed. The way you see that is the actual door light that is flashing, and the customer says that it doesn't do anything else but flashing the light. If they disconnect it or turn it off or cancel it, it will start, but when it get to the spin cycle, it will just quit and it won't do anything else. So they said that they have to put it in a regular mode and then put it to spin only, and that would do the job. So I try a couple things and I find out that if you put it on spin only, it will do the spin, but if you put it in any other cycle, it will quit about the time you have to do the spin. Apparently this has to do with something on the door or the door latch, that if you put it in any other cycle, the machine won't do the spin cycle. It will do the whole washing, but it won't go to the spin process. So I sped up the video on this part, that way you guys see that it's going down. The actual number is going down, but when it gets to, I think it's about around 9, yeah, around 9 it will quit. Now I'm checking, make sure when it gets to 10 is when it starts draining, and I just want to make sure it's draining fine. And as you can see, it's draining the way it's supposed to, and the numbers are still going down. We got to 9. Now if you put it in spin only, it will do the spin, but for some reason if you put it in another cycle, when it reaches 9 and it's supposed to do the spin, it will just quit. And it will go back to 15, which 15 is the beginning of the cycle. So I don't have the time where I put it on spin only. It did went all the way to 1 and 0. I'm checking, make sure everything inside is not loose or anything, but I already have done my homework and found that is the door latch that has a problem with the door latch. Now I already got the part with me, and we're gonna begin replacing the door latch or door lock for Frigidaire front load or Electrolux washing machine. I was looking for some information, and I find out that this is a very common problem with this model. So we didn't put it in any test mode or anything, because the problem was very obvious. It's flashing the door latch, and we already knew. I done this repair a lot of time. It is always the door latch. Now if you want to go through the whole paperwork and do a diagnostic test, you can do that, but keep in mind that sometimes the paperwork will say one thing and there can be many other things going on. So you kind of learn this down the road with your experience. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the boot ring. This is the ring that secures the door booth or door seal, however you want to call it, to be able to get to the door latch. Now we just go ahead and press cancel it and turn it off with the breaker or disconnect it, yes, to avoid electrocution or something get damaged. As you see, I disconnected just to be on the safe side. Now you're gonna use a Phillips screwdriver or Phillips head with a drill to remove this piece of the door latch. This is where it's secured at the door, like so. And now you got access to the cables. Just disconnect it from the harness. I believe is 2 wires that goes, actually it's 3 wires that goes to the door latch. And as you can see, the best thing to do is take pictures, undo one side by side, just to make sure you're not lost and trying to see if it will fit one way or the other. Just try to use your phone and take a picture before you connect it, before you disconnect the other one, and before you connect the new one. Make sure the harness snap in place. And I got all 3 harness connected, secured. All 3 is there, snap in place. Taking picture one right next to the other one. I always do that just for secure purpose. Sometimes these are tenants and the customer is not in the house, and they want to know if we actually replace the part. We can send pictures and show them that everything was done as we put it on the ticket, and that's how we tell the customer that we got our done right and correctly. Getting some extra light. I got a whole bunch of flashlights, but phone was kind of handy. This repair was in the 2nd floor, so just use a little bit of the phone to get a better light for this video. Now, as you saw that I removed the all the screws with the screwdriver, with the drill, and I'm putting the new one back, and I'm doing this screws with Phillips screwdriver. The reason why is that these screws are metal screws and they go in 2 plastic part. So if you put too much torque and with the drill you can damage the thread and the new part. So I just do it by hand to make sure it's done right and it's not going to be loose or stripped or anything. So that's the reason why you see me doing it with my hand. Now we're going to put the door booth ring, spring ring, and you can do it like so. Just grab a needle nose. This you don't need too much force to put it in, and some of them like the LG and Samsungs and other models, you will need like a special tool to be able to put the ring easy back on the door. Now we're going to plug it back in. And we're gonna press start and let the cycle begin, and make sure it goes below 9, because right up at 9 is when we have that issue with the door latch, because around 9 the countdown from 15 to 0, when it reaches 9 it will quit and it will go back to 15. Now just to let you know guys, this repair is already been done about 3 months after I make these videos, and we never hear from the customer again. That means this repair was a success, and you can go ahead and go to the description of this video and buy the part in the links down below. And we're pretty much done. That's it guys. Thanks for watching.